So another streams method is nothing but a map method. So what's the purpose of this map method? Is map is used to perform the operation of each and every object of the stream. Map method will perform the operation on each object of stream and return the result after what operation that we are performing. In a simplest way, for example, if you take a stream of numbers, then add 5 to each and every object of integers. That means every object will be added with plus 5, and then the result will be again the same number of objects of the map or stream. That's what is mapping means. Map will perform the operation on each and every object of the stream and return the results. That means when the result is a new stream, then map is which type of method? Map is an intermediate operational method. Then what's the input that it takes? Map method will take or will accept function as input. Function, which is one of the predefined function interfaces called function. Function interface. That's what this map method will take. That means what is function? Any input and perform some action, return some value. Any input, any return type. That's a scenario where we'll be using map. So for that, let's take one example to understand. The example is, if at all we have any collection, say array is also one of the collections, so integer array, and then followed by some elements of the array. So randomly I'm taking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then what operation we have to perform? Say for example, the requirement is add 5 to every element and then print it. So in that scenario, so because we have to perform the each operation to each and every object of the array, then that's a scenario where we'll be using the map. Then what's the syntax to perform that? When it is an array, we discussed about it, arrays dot, then there is a stream method which takes array name as input or array as input. Then once we have a stream of data, then we can go for map operation. So by using this map method. So map will take what? Function. Function means any variable and perform the action and return the value. So x lambda, then x plus 5. That means adding 5 to each and every object. Then because map will result again the same number of objects, that means that's a new stream. So once it is a stream, then we can collect it or we can print it. So for printing, I'm using the for each method. Then any variable lambda, then system.out.println, print the values. So this is what is about the map method. So there is a collection called as an array, and we are streaming the array. Then we are mapping by adding 5 to the every element. And the result is a new stream. When the stream is there, we can iterate the stream. So we will see the alternate approach for this lambda expression. Method reference is also alternate approach of this. We can go for method reference as well. First, let's go for execute this example to understand the result of the map. Then we'll go for collection example. We'll go for a generic example like employee also. So here I'm choosing the package that we discussed yesterday. And in that, I'm going to create a new class. Class I named as map example. Then to execute the program, I'm considering main method. And inside this main method, the code that I have copied just now from the notepad, I'll paste it here. So we have taken one array, so we can't use the examples here. That's not a Java syntax, right? Then there is an array, and the requirement is adding 5. Then here we are using arrays.stream. Then the array name ARR. Then we are performing the map-based operation on the stream. Then we are printing the data after the operation is done. Then Control-Shift-O to import because arrays is present in Java util package. That's all done. So system spelling. So then for by. Let's run this program. Java application to see the output. Array elements are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, but we are getting plus 5 for each and every object that's added here. That's a map result. So example 1 to understand. So the next, we can go for any collection also. So again, I'm taking just one simplest way to write the integer collection, and then followed by some list reference equals. So arrays dot as list of the integer objects. So you can take any integer objects here. So I'm taking just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then forward by. So here import this list from Java util package. So and then now we can perform any map based operation on this list. So map is not to filter like even numbers, odd numbers and all. The operation will happen on every object of the collection. So for that, let's take the collection called as list, then dot a stream method to stream it, streaming the collection. So I mean to say list dot, then control space a stream method, then dot we can go for a map function. So when it comes to mapping, so this time let's understand that can we do both operations together or not. So that is nothing but so add 5 to even numbers of the collection or even objects of the collection. So for that, first once we stream it, then we have to go for filter to get the even numbers, right? So we are filtering it. So what is the filter logic of even? A number lambda, number modulo 2, double equal 0. A filter is nothing but resulting in a new stream. Then after that, now we can go for map operations. So once we filter it, then we are going to get the result as dot a stream here. So we are going to get one stream. The result is a stream of integer. Then for by once a stream is already an integer type of stream, now we can store it into some reference of the stream, and on this stream variable, so we can work on. So it's a 0 number lambda number modulo 2 double equals 0. Yeah, filter will take a predicate. It's predicate only. Just second. Okay, extra parenthesis is there. Then once it is a stream again, then it's not mandatory for us to store it. Directly we can go for mapping operations. So map of, then the same number, then add 5. And once it is added, then get the data by using a for each method. So here I'm taking a method reference called a system dot out, then double colon is operator for method reference, println is a method. So I repeat, we can write for each method with lambda expression. We can write for each method with method reference also. Both are nothing but consumers. Take some input, print some in the result. Then here also the same way, this is a method reference approach. This is a lambda expression approach. Both are same. Now let's save it and observe this last result. Previous output, I'll comment it out. I'll comment it out this one. Now let's print this new result. Run this program. Now we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then followed by. So to those numbers, we are adding 5 to it. So why we got only 4 times 5? Any number lambda number modulo to double equal 0. Therefore the even numbers. Okay, x equals 5 I have written, not x equals to 5. Just excuse me, x plus 5. So then run the program. Now we can see 2 is even plus 5 becomes 7. The next 4 is even plus 5 become 9. 6 is even plus 5 11. 8 is even plus 5 11. Plus 5 13. So even numbers, then the operation on even numbers. So this proves that we can use filter and map together. Filter and map together, map and filter together also. The order can be reverse. Depends on requirement. So then let's go for one generic example. Like, so if we have this employee collection, if you remember in one of our previous discussions, so we have one employee class. In this employee class, we have the private variables and getters and setters. Then followed by, here I have stored the collection of employees. So let me use this same collection of employees into this, the map example. And here let's perform some common operation on every employee data. So first I'll take this and then I'll comment out. So we have employee objects and we have a collection of employee objects. Then forward, what's the mapping requirement? Let's go for add bonus of 10% as a salary to every employee and get data, get updated data. So here there are employees with some salary. Then we have to announce 10% bonus on the salary and make this new salary or updated salary. So for that, what is that method we supposed to use? Mapping, because for every employee it's supposed to happen, right? Then the collection called is employees. Then stream the collection by using a stream method. Once we stream it, then filtering is not required. Directly we have to go for the map. So when it comes to map, it takes any reference. So E for employee, lambda. What we supposed to do? So what we supposed to do? So we have to go for updating the salary, means getting or setting the employee dot set salary is a method. We have a setter. Then for this set salary, first we'll get the what is the salary, employee dot, then there is a get salary. This is current salary. Then on this current salary, we have to add something. Something on which one? Something on the current salary once again. Therefore, the get salary. And 10% means, in addition to that, 0.01 or 1. 0.1, right? So what are we doing? We are taking one employee and then we are updating the salary. That is current salary plus 10% on current salary. 10% is nothing but 0.1 as multiplication quotient there, 0.1. But after this, we want the salary only as a result or every employee data. Every employee data. That's why this lambda expressions I'm going to write in a block. So let me take out this one. Now this is a map method. Inside the map method, I'm writing this lambda for clarity. And when it comes to lambda, because multiple lines of code, we need to write it in the block of lambda, starting with, and this is the operation done. Then followed by return statement to be used and using return keyword. Then return employee, not the salary. And that's a map method. So map will take lambda expression. The lambda expression is function which takes any input which returns any output. Then this is what is end of the map method here. Then once this is done, then dot, we can go for each to print every such employee data. So we have the result in terms of toString method approach, system.out, then double colon is a method reference operator, double colon, then println to print such type of employee data, end of the statement. So I repeat, E dot set the salary, parenthesis get salary, then followed by update salary. Just a second. Okay, so because here we are using 0.1 as a calculation part, then what is the suggestion that we are getting is salary is integer type, but this will become double type, correct? So yes, in the original part itself, we'll change that to double. So once we change this to double here, then here the type of the field to be double. So let's use the appropriate one instead of integer. Hope things are correct. Let me just cross verify. Salary part, set salary, written also double type now. Getters and setters, both I'm checking. Then set salary, done. Both are done. Now everything will be correct. So let's go and run this program. I'll just quickly repeat it. We have an employee class. Based on that, we have created some 5 objects. Then we have a collection. Then to that collection of employees, we are performing one common operation on every employee. That is 10% as an increment of the salary to update the salary. Then we are using a stream method on this employee collection. And we are mapping it. Take employee, update the salary, return employee, not the salary. Then once the value is written as a new stream, then we are printing the objects. So let's save this program. Previous printing, I'll comment out. Let's only notice the employee output. So we got 42, 44, 66, 49, 500, 44, 770, and 66,000, which is not the same salary, which is a 10% on the salary. Yeah, so that's how we use the map to map the objects with some common operation on every object.